What you doing, mama? Well, you ready to talk to us?
I
You
am.
over there knitting.
No, crocheting.
Oh, crocheting. Okay. Dana's your name, correct?
Correct.
Dana, where you calling us from?
Toledo, Ohio.
Toledo, Ohio. All right. Hi, Dana.
Hi.
How old are
Six
you?
6 months I've been waiting.
6 months? Well, I
I've been-
appreciate you not giving up, Dana, honey.
From Facebook to Instagram and now YouTube.
Well, listen, I appreciate the hustle, Miss Dana. I appreciate you going strong no matter what, Miss Dana.
I was kind of scared because I thought it was only going to be the 20s to 40s, not the 60s.
No, I pick all age ranges. There's no cap.
So of your 3 or 4 thousand people, there's some 60 or 50-year-olds out there.
Definitely women and men too. Yeah. But I mean, I don't age discriminate. I start at 21. I mean, you can't be younger than 21, and we go as high as we can go, baby. You can be 89 on the show, honey.
Okay.
A couple things. Let's get into it, Dana. How old are you?
I'm 64.
64, Toledo, Ohio. When's your birthday or zodiac sign?
I'm a Libra,
A Libra.
September.
All
Mhm.
right. Do you have children?
I do.
How many children?
3. I have two older boys, 40, 45, 37, and my daughter's 27.
27. Same father?
The 2 boys have the same father, and then the daughter was from a rape.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Mhm.
So sorry to hear that. Oh wow. Have you ever been married?
I was married for 20
20 years?
years,
Why'd you
so
get
I'm
divorced after
I'm
20
widowed.
years?
I'm widowed.
Oh wow. Oh my God, Dana. This is just your stories are to heartbreak me. Bam,
No, it's
bam.
not. It's not supposed to. It's good. It's all good. I was married for 20 years. He's a good guy. Um, it's been 3 years. It was 3 years in January, and he set the bar very high. So
I
that's
know he
probably why
did.
I'm still single.
I know he did. Okay.
Mhm.
Dana, are you retired or do you still work?
Um, I have a business that I do with my son, car transportation business. We started up right when the pandemic happened because I was an Uber driver for about 5 years. So I had built a clientele. And so when the pandemic happened, my son, my middle son, started a business. And I told him to take over my clientele and come up with a name. And he did all of that. And then my other thing is I have a hair technique I do for women that have thinning hair, balding hair. Is called soft skull hair restoration, and that was a gift that God gave me to. So it's my technique. And
Okay,
I've
so
had
you restore women's hair?
that's the name of it. But what I do is help them with thinning and balding hair. Where I build a cap on their hair with yarn, and I'm able to put hair in it and have a style.
Oh, that's what's up. Okay.
Mhm.
This is Dana in Toledo, Ohio. 64 is a Libra, 3 grown children. She's a widow. She was married for 20 years. And let's get into it. So, what kind of man
Okay,
are you looking for, Dana?
I would like them tall.
How tall are you, Dana?
Five. I thought I was 5'7", but they say I'm 5'5". So it must be heels. 5'5".
Okay, so you want him
So
tall.
somebody
Everybody wants
taller
a
than
tall
me.
man.
I would.
Everybody wants a tall man, child.
I prefer someone taller than me.
Okay,
Um,
tall than you.
little, at least a little taller than me, but it doesn't have to be. That's just my preference. And I want to say handsome, but handsome to me is just their personality, really. Um, that's what will make them beautiful. You don't have to be. I'm on. My sister just heard me talking.
Hey,
So,
sister.
hey, sister.
Hey, girl.
Yeah.
So you
So,
want him to be handsome to you?
pardon me.
Want him to be handsome to you?
To me, I mean, if it's how he treats me. I don't. I try not to look at outer beauty, and it's what the vibe that they give me. So I'm not gonna say the ugliest of person could be beautiful, but the not as attractive person can be beautiful to me.
Okay, got you. Does
to
he
be
gotta make a
beautiful
certain
to
amount
me.
of money, Zayna?
I would say at my age, where he's at, most of them, I'm looking at 50 to my age or older. So I'm saying some of them might be getting ready to retire or not working. So if they have, good income and maybe over 50, 50, 75, I really didn't want to put a number on it because at my age, we have stuff already set up that we're living off of, residual incomes and stuff like that. So I'm not expecting that person to hold down a job and make a lot of money, but I
Okay.
need them to be very active because I'm very, very, very active. I do a lot.
Okay, you do a lot. All
I
right,
do a lot.
Dana, Toledo, Ohio, 64, is a Libra. Dana, so your last relationship was with your husband, correct?
My marriage was with my husband. My last relationship would have been 2 years ago, where I tried to be with someone, but I found out that they really didn't want a relationship.
Okay.
So I I indicated to them that this down here is attached to my heart. And so that's not happening unless we're in a relationship. And then when that didn't work, um, 2 years ago, uh, a gentleman that was my friend from 30 years ago came back into my life. And that was came back into my life during the pandemic and asked me to marry him. And then 2 months into the engagement, I called it off. So
Why did
ever
you call
since,
it off?
because I thought I wanted someone who truly loved me and that I could take everything else that went with that. But because they drank, and not to say that I don't drink, but I don't drink every day. My husband was a recovering alcoholic, so I never had issues like that. So watching other people in marriages and that had people that drank, I knew that was something I didn't want. But I thought because this person loved me and I loved them, that was something I could deal with, but it wasn't.
Hmm.
So,
I understand that. Well, the men like you, Dana, they just keep coming.
well, I'm glad there's someone here.
Well, I'm saying with your story, like
Oh,
you were married for 20 years and
mhm.
two different guys after your marriage. So, first question: what's the age range you want to date?
50. My son is 45, so I don't want to go. I think I don't want to go under 50.
So you'll go to 50. Okay, 50
Yeah,
to
well, I'm
date.
64, but I tell people I'm 46, but you can change it around. That's just how active I am. So
Okay.
now I'm getting ready to be 65 in September. So I still can change it around and say I'm 56, but take a few years off my real age because I don't feel 65. I don't feel 64. Today I swam. I did 20 laps today at the gym. I play tennis. I skated Monday, Tuesday I skated. So I'm doing something every day, you know.
Okay, I feel you,
So
Zeta.
I'm very active. So I gotta have a guy that can keep up with me. I don't want him to be intimidated by me at all.
Right. Okay. So that's important. Does he got to be in Toledo, Ohio?
No. I can travel. I would like him to have a passport.
Okay. Now you said 50 and up though?
Yes.
No cap. So you could be 80?
No. Well, if he can keep up with me.
Okay.
If he can keep up with me, yeah.
All right. Zayna,
Mhm.
now I know you're 64 years old, but I still got to ask you this question, and you don't have to answer it. When was
I
the
know.
last time you was intimate with a guy?
I knew this question was going to come and I didn't really know how to answer it.
Well, you don't have to
And
answer it.
I know, but I mean, I don't have a problem answering it. But intimacy can be mostly when you say intimacy, you think someone who's having sex with someone. So,
That's it. Well, now to be clear, that is the question. So I know you can mean it in a different way, but that's the direct question.
right. And so my intimacy, I would say it's been 2 years,
Okay.
meaning penetrated sex. But intimacy can also be just laying with someone or someone holding you or sleeping with someone and not having sex. But it's still intimate because you can't just lay and sleep and hug and cuddle with
So sometimes I
anyone.
say the direct question, when's the last time you had sex with a person?
Right.
And then
Mhm.
sometimes I'll say, when's the last time you was intimate with a person? And yes, you are correct, but I am definitely talking about sexual activity when that question is posed. And it's more so to just see the longevity of how single a person is. Because people will say they're single, but they're still very sexually active. So that's the purpose behind the question. But you answered it. So 2 years ago.
2 years ago, yes,
Okay.
sex. But I have been intimate with someone.
We got you, Dana. I understand.
Okay.
I got you. All right. So Dana, why do you think you're single now?
Because my husband set the bar very high, and I know what I want, and I'm willing to wait. I waited for him. I didn't get married till I was 41, and he was 51. So I know what I want, and I'm just willing to wait on that. I'm not willing to settle. You know, I'm 64. I mean, I just and if I talk anymore, I'm getting emotional because I am a very emotional person. Everything is attached to my heart. So,
well, we want a sweet man to enter into your life, and I mean, I will say this. I believe God can send you another one, but at least you had one. There's someone who never experienced that. So in the midst of praying for the next one, we'll be grateful for the one that you had, because we could tell he was an amazing man.
He was. I think the more time that goes by, the more I miss him. But I believe that there's someone else out there, and that's why I kept trying to get on your show, and why I wouldn't give up. I just felt like they needed to find me or see me. And I was almost on the verge of using my TikTok and start my own singles 50 and older. So thank you so much. I don't have to do that now, because I'm sure this keeps you very, very busy. Very busy. So I didn't want to have to do that.
Trying to be my competition out here, huh, Dana?
No, I was not trying to be competition. I was just trying to be seen. I'm not trying to look, but I want to be found. Does that make sense?
It does make sense. I think you are a sweet woman. Any guy would be lucky to be with you. I could already answer that question, but I'm going to allow you to answer it directly. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
My heart is open and ready. Aww. And what I receive, I give. And I like the walking, the holding hands, the touching, the caressing, the public display. What is it? Public display of affection in public. I love my doors being open. I love my seat being pulled out. I want a man that likes to cook, or we can cook together. I'm a good cook. It's just so much. And I just feel like where I'm at and what I'm doing, I'm not going to find it. You know, I tried to start going out and dating. Try going out to bars and different things, but it was like a bore. It was like, what am I doing? Who's going to find me?
Well, listen, we about to put you out here. You know, my show goes viral, honey. So they watching you now. So let's break down the requirements. You said 50 and up. Doesn't have to be in Toledo, Ohio. He wants them to have a passport if possible. And let's do it, Dana. How do you want them to reach out to you? Facebook or Instagram?
Facebook is just my name, Dana Cumberland Houston. And Instagram is Designs by Dana.
Designs by Dana?
I'm a crochet designer. And then hair.
Is it spelled the way it sounds?
Yeah, design. DESGINBYDAN.
So designs with an S?
N-A. Designs by Dana.
Designs with an S or design without an S?
Without an S.
Design by Dana. But excuse me, that's Instagram.
Yes.
Facebook is Dana Cumberland Houston. How you say it? Houston?
Yes, you got it.
All right. Well,
most people don't say that.
Dana, I enjoyed you. I'm happy you didn't give up.
I'm so glad that I had everything right, because you be getting them, boy. I had tried to have my light. I put a little lipstick on. I got out of my bedroom. I came down into the living room. I wanted to be prepared. And
you
today,
crocheting. We saw you crocheting though, girl.
Yeah, I'm making a sweater. Okay. I'm making a sweater. Yeah.
She can knit you. Like, she can keep you warm. She can knit you a blanket.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye, baby girl.